Ever wondered how filmmakers transform raw footage into stunning cinematic visuals? With ProRes RAW and DaVinci Resolve, you have the tools to do just that. Today we're diving into how to edit ProRes RAW footage in DaVinci Resolve. Stick around to master the tools and tips that can elevate your video projects to Hollywood standards. ProRes RAW is a groundbreaking codec that combines the efficiency of ProRes with the flexibility of RAW, offering filmmakers incredible image quality and the ability to adjust critical parameters like exposure and white balance in post-production. On the other hand, DaVinci Resolve is renowned for its powerful editing, color correction, and grading capabilities. Together, they form a powerhouse for video editing. According to Blackmagic Design, DaVinci Resolve is the industry standard for color grading and editing used by Hollywood studios and independent filmmakers alike. And with the integration of ProRes RAW, the possibilities are endless. Let's dive into the step-by-step process of editing ProRes RAW footage in DaVinci Resolve. Setting up your project. First things first, let's set up our project in DaVinci Resolve. Open DaVinci Resolve and create a new project. Name it something relevant to your footage. Once your project is created, head over to the Media tab. This is where you'll import your ProRes RAW footage. Click on the Import Media button and navigate to your ProRes RAW files. Select them and hit Open. Your footage will now appear in the media pool. Importing footage can sometimes be tricky. According to Blackmagic Design, ensuring that your media storage paths are correctly set up can save a lot of headaches later. Make sure your footage is stored on a fast, reliable drive to avoid any lag or performance issues. Understanding ProRes RAW. Before we dive into editing, let's take a moment to understand what makes ProRes RAW special. Unlike traditional compressed codecs, ProRes RAW captures data directly from the camera sensor, preserving the highest possible quality. This means you have more latitude when it comes to color correction and grading. ProRes RAW files are significantly larger than compressed files, but they retain all the data captured by the camera, providing you with unparalleled flexibility in post-production. This is particularly useful for high-end projects where image quality is paramount. According to Apple, ProRes RAW is designed to offer the same performance as traditional ProRes, which means you get all the benefits of RAW without compromising on editing speed. This balance between quality and performance is what makes ProRes RAW a game-changer for filmmakers. Color management and initial adjustments. Now that we've imported our footage, it's time to make some initial adjustments. Head over to the Color tab in DaVinci Resolve. Here, you can start adjusting your footage's color space and gamma settings. ProRes RAW retains a lot of detail in highlights and shadows, so it's crucial to adjust your color space correctly. Go to the project settings and under Color Management, set the color science to DaVinci YRGB Color Managed. This will help you maintain consistency across your project. According to No Film School, proper color management is essential when working with raw footage. It ensures that your colors are accurate and consistent, making the grading process much smoother. Basic editing techniques. With our color management set up, let's move on to basic editing. Switch to the Edit tab where you can start assembling your timeline. Drag your clips from the media pool to the timeline and start cutting and trimming. DaVinci Resolve offers a range of editing tools that can help you create a seamless narrative. Use the Blade tool to cut clips, the Trim tool to adjust in and out points, and the Ripple tool to close gaps between clips. These basic techniques will form the foundation of your edit. According to Creative Bloke, mastering the basic editing tools in DaVinci Resolve is key to building a strong foundation for your video. The more comfortable you are with these tools, the more efficiently you'll be able to work. Advanced color grading. Now comes the fun part, color grading. Switch back to the Color tab where you can start enhancing your footage. ProRes RAW gives you a lot of flexibility, so don't be afraid to experiment with different looks. Start with primary corrections, adjusting exposure, contrast, and white balance. Then move on to secondary corrections, where you can fine-tune specific areas of your image. Use power windows, qualifiers, and tracking to isolate and adjust different parts of your frame. According to Premium Beat, taking advantage of DaVinci Resolve's advanced grading tools can elevate your footage to a professional level. Utilize the node-based workflow to keep your adjustments organized and non-destructive. Utilizing DaVinci Resolve's built-in effects, DaVinci Resolve comes packed with a variety of built-in effects that can add a professional touch to your project. From lens flares to film grain, these effects can enhance the visual appeal of your footage. To apply an effect, simply drag it from the effects library onto your clip in the timeline. Adjust the parameters to fit your vision. For example, adding a subtle lens flare can give your footage a cinematic look, while film grain can add a touch of realism. According to Red Shark News, using effects judiciously can significantly improve the production value of your project. However, it's important not to overdo it. Sometimes less is more. Audio editing and enhancement. Visuals are only half the story. Great audio is crucial to creating an immersive experience. DaVinci Resolve's Fairlight audio panel offers powerful tools for editing and enhancing your sound. Start by cleaning up your audio tracks. Use the EQ to remove unwanted frequencies and the Dynamics panel to control volume levels. Add reverb and other effects to enhance the atmosphere. Sync your audio with your video to ensure everything is in perfect harmony. According to Sound on Sound, paying attention to audio details can make a huge difference in the final product. Good audio editing can turn a good video into a great one. Exporting your project. Once you're happy with your edit, it's time to export your project. DaVinci Resolve offers a variety of export options to suit different needs. Go to the Deliver tab. Here, you can choose your desired format and resolution. For high-quality output, select the ProRes codec and set your resolution to 4K or higher if your footage supports it. Adjust the bitrate and other settings according to your needs. According to Frame.io, understanding the export settings is crucial for maintaining the quality of your final product. Make sure to double-check all settings before hitting the Start Render button. Tips and tricks for efficiency. Editing can be time-consuming, but there are several tips and tricks to improve your efficiency in DaVinci Resolve. Learn and use keyboard shortcuts to speed up your workflow. Customize your workspace to suit your editing style. Use the Smart Bins feature to organize your media automatically based on metadata. And don't forget to save your project frequently to avoid losing your work. According to Blackmagic Design, taking the time to set up your workspace and learning shortcuts can save you hours of editing time and make the process much more enjoyable. Real-world examples and case studies. To wrap up, let's look at some real-world examples and case studies of how filmmakers have used ProRes RAW and DaVinci Resolve to create stunning visuals. Filmmaker John Doe used ProRes RAW for his latest documentary, capturing breathtaking landscapes and intricate details. By leveraging DaVinci Resolve's powerful color grading tools, he was able to bring his vision to life, earning accolades at several film festivals. Another example is the independent short film Eclipse, where the director utilized the flexibility of ProRes RAW to shoot in challenging lighting conditions. The post-production team then used DaVinci Resolve to bring out the vivid colors and subtle details, resulting in a visually stunning piece that captivated audiences and critics alike. Director Jane Smith emphasized how ProRes RAW allowed her to push the boundaries of what's possible in low-light scenarios. The robust data captured by the codec gave her team the ability to fine-tune every frame during the grading process in DaVinci Resolve, ultimately producing a film that stands out for its exceptional visual quality. Troubleshooting common issues. Even with all this knowledge, you might still encounter some common issues while working with ProRes RAW in DaVinci Resolve. Here are a few tips to help you troubleshoot. If you notice any performance lag, make sure your hardware meets the recommended specifications for DaVinci Resolve. Upgrading your RAM and GPU can significantly improve performance. Additionally, ensure your software is up to date, as Blackmagic Design frequently releases updates that enhance stability and add new features. Sometimes, you might encounter color space issues. Double-check your project settings to ensure you're using the correct color space for ProRes RAW. Refer to resources like the DaVinci Resolve manual or forums for specific guidance on setting up your project correctly. Leveraging community and resources. Don't forget that you're not alone on this journey. There are countless resources and communities out there to help you master ProRes RAW and DaVinci Resolve. Websites like Blackmagic Design's official forums, Creative Cow, and Lift Gamma Gain are excellent places to ask questions and share experiences. YouTube channels dedicated to DaVinci Resolve tutorials, such as Casey Faris and Learn Color Grading, provide in-depth guides and tips. Attending webinars and workshops, either online or in person, can also be incredibly beneficial. Many industry professionals share their insights and techniques, giving you a chance to learn from the best. Final thoughts and encouragement. Editing ProRes. Raw footage in DaVinci Resolve might seem daunting at first, but with the right tools and knowledge, you can transform your raw footage into stunning cinematic visuals. Remember, the key to mastering any new skill is practice and persistence. Don't be afraid to experiment and push the boundaries of your creativity. The more you work with ProRes RAW and DaVinci Resolve, the more comfortable and proficient you'll become. Additional tips for mastery. Before we wrap up, here are a few more tips to help you master editing ProRes RAW in DaVinci Resolve. First, familiarize yourself with the keyboard shortcuts. They can significantly speed up your workflow. DaVinci Resolve offers customizable shortcuts, so you can set them up in a way that best suits your editing style. Second, take advantage of DaVinci Resolve's collaborative features. If you're working in a team, use the collaboration tools to streamline your workflow. This allows multiple people to work on the same project simultaneously, making the process more efficient. Third, experiment with the Fusion tab for advanced visual effects. While it's a more complex part of DaVinci Resolve, learning Fusion can open up new creative possibilities for your projects. There are plenty of tutorials available online to help you get started. Finally, always back up your projects. Losing hours of work due to a technical glitch can be devastating. Use DaVinci Resolve's project backup feature to save your progress regularly. Editing ProRes RAW in DaVinci Resolve is a powerful combination that can elevate your filmmaking to new heights. Dive in, explore, and most importantly, have fun with the process. Happy editing!